Little disclaimer that I, Mystic, am an employee of Wizards of the Coast on the D&D team. It is the 44th of Fievel. Exactly 1 week since saving the princess, the lore drop, the castle sighting, all of this big day that happened. And Sille wakes up on a soft material, slowly. And as she opens her eyes, it is pitch black. Her head is pounding. And she doesn't normally do this, but for some reason, as she brings her hands to her face to figure out why it's pitch black, you begin to realize as you wake, you're wearing a knight's helmet and the visor is fully down.
She sort of fumbles, clanks around.
Yeah, you're able to lift it. You're in the cottage, and you can look out the window behind you. And it's extra disorienting because it's sunset, but you're waking up, so your body thinks it's sunrise, but you know that it's not, and your head is pounding, and no one is here. There's not a candle lit in the cottage. You don't know where anyone else is.
If there's like a glare as I get up to kind of look out the window above the sink, I'm going to flip the visor down just slightly and let my eyes adjust.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to look in the sink, and if there's anything in it, I'm going to heave slightly.
There's a little leftovers from Ziba's foray into baking, just like some crusty cupcake pans.
Yeah.
You hear it.
And I'm gonna go over to the side and see if there's any jugs of water.
There's a jug. There is the jug there.
I'm gonna pour from the jug.
Okay. I was not prepared for this, so let me pull up the proper sheet and roll a dice to see what.
I'm not gonna pour from the jug. I'm picking up this jug and taking it to my lips, looking for any quenchable beverage of any kind.
I need you to roll me a d10.
The fuck does that look like? 9.
It's salty water.
Her face puckers and completely just, you see her face just fully desiccate. And she tries to hold it down and just spit takes.
At this point, you see like just judging by the sun and what you know as you're coherent, even as you're like, fuck, what's going on? You're like set to go work the door at the mirror room in like a half an hour, and it's about a 20-minute walk to get there.
Oh, God damn it. Shit. I'm going to start getting what I can together. I've got yeah, fucking need this. And I take the helmet off and I throw it off to the side. And I check if I've got at least the rest of my shit on. I check my gauntlets and I start patting myself down for the rest of it. And anything else I need, I grab and I head out and I leg it to the door.
Great. You make it to the mirror room just in time. There's a bard on stage just like wrapping up. You see a mage casting the thaumaturgy spell that's necessary to amplify the voice of the instrument, and the performer and the bartender is like pulling corks and things. You're able to get through the door, and they hand you a bunch of pieces of parchment and like a rubber stamp with some botanical ink. And the parchment is a list of names of folks that bought tickets. And once you confirm their names on the list, you put a stamp on their hand, they're allowed inside. Easy peasy. Scylla's done this a million times. You know, this is going to be a particularly busy night because the bard performing happens to be Sylvia, who is a very famous and renowned bard across the region. You get out to the door, and it's kind of quiet. It's not quite time yet for folks to show up or get in. Slowly a line starts to form, but Scylla doesn't have to be involved in that. Just, you know, making sure people are polite. What's Scylla thinking about as she goes through this routine?
Why am I still taking these fucking jobs? Didn't we get sorted enough that I because what the fuck else would I be doing? Not sitting back at the cottage, nursing this headache? I guess it's better to keep busy. Much longer am I gonna have to do this, though? Till I get bored or dead, I guess.
Excuse me, when were they gonna be let in?
What time is it? She looks over her shoulder to the, I guess if there's like a foyer to this, where there's like the entrance door and then the check-in, and she sort of looks in to see if they're ready to start opening up.
Someone gives you like the 10 more minutes sign.
Yeah, hang out like another quick 10. You're first to get in, though.
All right, I just want a good seat, you know? It's Sylvia.
It's standing room. You're first in line.
Right.
Be quick.
Mm-hmm. This is how the night goes, right? It's just a bunch of these kinds of interactions. Everyone gets through the door. Your job is technically over by that point. You can stand in that foyer, you listen to the show. It's amazing. It's Sylvia. Everyone gets crazy, but everyone's kind and polite, and no one causes any ruckus. A few people are a little bit late, so you have to cross them off the list and stamp them. But about, halfway through the performance, they end up cutting you loose. What does Scylla do? Where does Scylla go?
I'm gonna walk around a bit. I'm gonna head down to the dock. Let's see what George is up to. See if he's normally pulling anything in this time of morning.
Yeah. You head down.
It's late night, early morning.
Yeah, it's probably like midnight at this point. And George isn't there. The boats are kind of quiet, just bobbing on the water. And you hear from behind you, "Give me all your money right now."
Scylla doesn't turn.
I said, "Give me all your money right now."
She doesn't turn her body, and she just turns her head in that way that if you live in a city, your peripheral vision gets really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see this like small, masculine-looking pixie flying behind you with hands stretched out like they're going to do something.
I'm not sure this is something you want to take on, friend. And she sort of fixes her gaze to meet where they are.
I'm not sure I'm one you want to say no to. And flies right up a level, eye to eye. He like conjures a fireball in his hand, which you know is like the first spell anyone in Rickmonish ever learns.
She starts to lean in a little bit closer and just blows.
That's it! He throws the fireball at your face. It burns a little bit. The money!
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Here. Take my money. And I unhook a coin purse from my belt. And I'm going to take a guess here at weight and physics. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to hand it over to this pixie.
Okay, I'm going to make a roll. That's a 3. As he grabs it and just... thanks.
Can I give you a hand with that? Or would you like help moving that somewhere?
What are you, some kind of hero? And he's like pulling at the string, trying to get it on the cobblestone, but it's like stuck in the cracks between the stones.
Sille leans down.
He pulls it,
pick the bag up.
As you lean down, the lantern light of these like automatically lit lanterns kind of catches your face for the first time, and this person like looks up at you. You are a hero. I'm sorry. And like takes a few steps back and raises his hand. I didn't mean any trouble. And he starts to flutter his wings, picking himself off the ground and slowly flying backward away from you until he can safely turn and fly the rest of the way away.
She picks up the coin purse and clips it back onto her hip again and rolls her eyes. Fuck's sake. A hero. There goes gigging, I guess.
That's where we'll leave Sille.